Friday morning and we're doing a PJ party.
Yes.
It's Friday, October 4th. Welcome to Three Sisters Knit. This is episode 69. I am Sheila. You can find me on Ravelry as Shishi62.
And I'm Margaret, and you can find me on Ravelry as Magpie60.
So we really don't have a lot, but we have a lot. And,
yes.
But some of it's not here, so because it's been given already as gifts and what have you. So anyways, I'm going to get started. I actually had 3 FOs. I have one here. I'll show the one that's here. It was literally finished like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I still have to finish sewing the ends in, but my socks for my son are done. It's like, yay!
Yes.
So I used some Opal. In this color was the Opal. It just has a number, so they don't have colors. This is some old Regia that I made a pair of socks for myself with, and I wasn't sure how much I would have left, but it's quite funny because I actually had this much left because he's got large. He's 6'5", so he's got a good sized foot there.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure, so I added those. So
yeah.
Good way to use yarn, and he's a little quirky, so these
yeah,
are
he'll like
for
those.
him.
That's his style.
Yeah, that's his style. So yep, so that is done. I also finished. I last showed you the socks for my father's birthday. I finished those.
Yes.
Minutes before we left to go and
yes.
see him for. So he did get those. He's over the moon.
He's very happy with them.
He loves his homemade socks.
Yes.
When he came back from Scotland, he had worn the other pair of socks that I'd made him while he was over there, and his brother goes, "Where'd you get those?" He goes, "I have a daughter that knits socks." He goes, "Does she take orders?" So he was a little jealous that my dad had a pair of hand knit socks.
Yeah.
But yes, Uncle Alan, if you're watching, which apparently you do watch once in a while, send me your foot size, your foot measurement, and how long of a leg you like in your sock, and maybe I'll get a pair off to you.
Yeah.
So, but I need that information.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was 2 pairs done. And after our last knit night, Christina, the Cozy Knitter, she is now currently in Vancouver at Knit City. She's vending there. You'll have heard on the Grocery Girls that she did a collaboration with Christina on a pair of socks.
Tracy, it was Tracy.
Tracy
right?
did with Christina's yarn. And she did, the pattern is called Lazy Afternoon. So this is a black and white. And that stripy yarn is Christina's. I'm trying to think, where did I put the leftover yarn? I can't even find where I put the leftover yarn. I've just got so much stuff around here.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a beautiful, and the colorway is called Lazy Afternoon.
Oh, nice.
So so I knit Christina a sock sample because she needed one. She goes, "Oh, I have to get this done." So I knit the sock sample in her booth for the yarn because she desperately needed one. So,
and I think if you go on the Grocery Girls Instagram, I think you probably will see
the color,
the color and the sock pattern, like someone wearing them. So.
Yes, I believe it is now. It's now live, so you can actually order it.
Yeah, because I think I saw it on their store, one of their stories.
Yes.
It was like a little boomerang of someone kind of
and it's got like got like mauves and grays.
Yeah, it's really quite pretty.
It is. It's very nice.
If you like the sort of dusty colors, I can see why it's called Lazy Afternoon.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
It's perfect.
Makes you think of like mulled wine and a cozy blanket
and a fireplace and all that. Yeah. So I told her, I said, I can do that. She knows I can whip out socks quickly if I have. And when you're doing a sample, it's usually just one sock. So, so yay!
Yeah.
So that's done, and it's in
Vancouver
Vancouver as we speak.
Yes.
But that is it for
FOs. Yeah, we don't have any more
No,
FOs at the moment. But
No.
that's substantial getting all of those socks done.
Yes, yeah.
Because Dad's, it was for his birthday, which is at the end of September.
Yeah.
And then your son's socks, his birthday is at the beginning of November.
But I'm not going to be here, so I want to give it to him before I go away.
Yeah.
And he's actually that weekend of his birthday.
Yeah.
He's running the New York Marathon.
Oh my gosh. That's
Which
so cool.
he's actually not supposed to because he's got a tear in his
knee.
ligament there. Yeah. And so he's actually going to be walking it. He might do a light jog. He's told he can do a light jog. So, and then when he gets back, he'll be having surgery on his knee.
Oh dear.
I know, but he's paid. It's expensive to get into these marathons.
Yeah.
So, and he's paid a lot, and him and his friends, they're flying there.
Oh my gosh.
And they've got to play. So they're all going together and all of that. So there's like 3 or 4 of them going together, and they've got their room and everything. So, and as a mother, I'm just like, but
he's a grown up.
He's a grown up. He's an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to do what he's going to do.
Yeah.
But hey.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, we do have a few things that we've started.
Yes.
I'm going to share mine because
I'm excited
really
for her
excited about
because
this.
this is something we're both excited about.
Yeah, we were, I guess it was not last night, 2 weeks ago at knit night, and Jen, yarn therapist, she had finished a ranunculus that she had done, and I had been very on the fence about this pattern because it's kind of boxy, and I don't really wear it boxy.
And it's cropped.
A little bit
it's a little
short.
cropped,
and
yeah.
It's just, I mean, I looked at it and I thought it was really pretty, but I was like, yeah, I can't wear that. But she had finished it, and she had done. That
was her second.
Yes, but the one that I saw, she had done. It was just the mohair, so it's like a lace. The
lace mohair. So she did the lace.
So it was really. Oh my gosh, she handed it. So all of us were trying it on
because it's basically one size, but
it felt like it was 2 ounces. It was so light. It was just like a little feather. Anyway, I tried it on, and I really liked the look of it. I was shocked at how much I liked it. So I immediately thought, well, okay, I need to do this. So
now that we're getting into maybe being
sweater knitters. So I decided I would pair up the 2 yarns. So rather than do the birds of a feather shawl, which is what I got the yarn for, I am going to do a ranunculus. So I've gotten started. I will show you what I'm using in a second, but
it's so blown out because it's so bright.
Yeah.
Let me just there.
Yeah. So it's a really pale. That's the other thing is that this color isn't. I don't normally wear such pale colors. I tend to go for more jewel tones, but there are nice little specks of color in here.
Look at the bright specks of the pink, the darker pink, and a bit of the blue. And
so this is top down. So this is the neckline, and I've just finished the. You do short rows. For the front and back.
Neck and back.
Yeah. And so I've just finished that. So what I'm using is.
I'm going to keep this here so you can show the yarn.
This gorgeous yarn from Chili Knits. So this is her alpaca sock. So it's Peruvian wool, nylon, super fine alpaca. And this is her peach sorbet color. So I got, as I said, originally this was for...
birds of a feather. So the one that I'm making with the purplies.
Yeah. And then I also am using this gorgeous Lizzie Ann. And this is her kid silk lace, 72% kid mohair, 28% silk. And this is in her colorway blush, and which is nice. But it's hard to see it here, but every now and then you get like a little bit of a color.
Of
slightly different shade. But it's just, occasionally it's a different shade, and it's like a cloud. And like I said, it feels like it weighs 2 ounces.
Yes.
So that's what I'm
opening the curtain, so it's going to change now.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, that's how I've ended up coming up, and I was saying to Sheila last night, I love the fabric. Because I'm a loose knitter, I actually really like the way the fabric is kind of coming together on that. Like I love the loose kind of, I'm going to say sloppy looking stitches. It's not all nice and even, but I really like that look. for this particular
sweater
for pattern.
For sure.
So I'm really like, this is knitting up really quickly. I will say I cast it on, so it's a provisional cast on, and I cast it on and I mucked up the stitch count somehow. So I frogged it and I went back and I cast it on again. Yeah. There are in the video in the pattern, there's links to videos for different things, and so she had because I don't crochet and they want you to do like a chain, but she showed this really interesting way of doing a chain using your knitting needle
and the crochet hook,
and the
you're
crochet
crocheting
hook
the chain over the
knitting needle, and I thought, oh, I can do that. It was a little fiddly because, like I said, I'm not used to that,
crocheting,
but it worked no problem. So and I have it in this awesome Bling Your String bag that Sheila got for me. I just love this. All the really cute. Can you see it's sparkly? And then on the zipper pull is a collection of, there's like a little
stitch markers.
Yeah, a little bikini, and then these really pretty pink stitch markers. I just love this bag so much.
It's got sparkle. All the bras have little sparkles in that.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, and that's from Erin of Bling Your String.
Yeah. So
I saw that. I had to help. I had to say, no, this is yours. This is so you.
Very much so.
Yeah, very much so. So I ended up. I wanted to do one too, but I had. And I'd shown everybody the pink yarn. I'm going to bring all my yarn out first. I had this.
Yeah.
And this is the Sugarbush.
I love that. Well, obviously, I love that color.
Yes. Yeah, she's kind of partial to that.
Yes.
So I had this one, which I really, really like.
Yeah.
And then, but I also we've had this for years.
Oh, years.
Years. This is and it's a much thicker, like you can see. That it's a much thicker.
Yeah, this is definitely lace weight. This is
more of a sock weight almost.
Yeah, I was going to say it's really close to being like a fingering weight yarn.
A thin fingering weight.
Yeah.
Sure. Anyways, those I originally bought this one. And then I thought, ooh, I have just the yarn to go with it. So this is Duck Wool. And the colorway is called Big Hair Don't Care. And many of you, and there's also a sparkle in it. You can't see it, but there's stellina in it.
Yeah, it's just because of the light. Yeah.
So, but there's stellina in it, and if you've watched from the beginning of our podcast, you know I did have big hair, so that's why it's Big Hair Don't Care. And so I thought originally put these two together, but then I thought, ooh, I have the blue. I can put these together, and it's like, okay, now what do I do?
Yeah.
So anyways, I also had this skein of Hedgehog Shiver. So it's got these lovely, like a lot of like denim-y blues, and there's the nice fuchsia pinks in there, and there's some teal, and absolutely. So I'm like, oh, but that looks really nice with this too.
Yeah.
And it also looks really nice. So what one do I do? What one do I do? I have no idea. So what I did was I thought I'm going to have to do a swatch. So that is what I did. And the swatch I did, I've joined it all together. Just so, like, why not? Just make it one. So I've joined them all together. So that's why I have tons and tons of strings, because I'm going to actually undo it because I don't want to run out of any yarn.
Yeah.
So this one at the bottom is the Hedgehog. So that's it with the blue.
That's this one.
That's that one with the blue and with the pink. So it's like, which one do I do? And then I did the Duck Wool. And this is it with the pink and the blue. So I'm still like, oh, it's been different, but we kind of figured out. I brought it out last night at knit night, and I think we've decided I am going to go with my original, do this one with the pink, and then I'll do the other one with the blue. So these are basically the two that I will be doing.
So you're going to make two.
I think I'll make
ones.
two, because they knit up fast. So I thought if I really like it, I'm going to make two. Maybe I'll do just the blue mohair.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, I think you've got enough.
Yeah, I
mohair.
think
You
I
could
do. I
probably
think I do.
do
So,
two with
so
that.
these are basically the two that I'm going to do. And I thought, as soon as I saw this one, I thought, ooh, that'd be nice with jeans and a nice
Yeah.
white tank
Yes.
underneath it. Oh, it would be so nice. Or
Yes.
even with white pants and a
Yeah.
white tank,
Yeah.
right? So, but yeah. So these are the two that I'm planning on using. But I
Yeah.
think first I'm going to do this one, the
Oh,
pink
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rip this all out. But I wanted to show everybody my swatching because it was like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? And I have it. Oh, I'm housing it. Oh dear, excuse me. Off camera. There we go. I'm housing it in my bag that
The most recent purchase.
my most recent bag purchase that I absolutely love, and it fits the whole thing.
Yes, all that yarn.
And that's from My Needle Crafts, the Canadian. She's a Canadian bag maker and stitch marker maker.
Yes.
So, but that's where it is, and so that's coming to Florida with me. I'm gonna start one now. I may actually have one done before we go down.
You probably will.
But yeah, so I'm gonna start the pink one now. So I'll do that, but that's that one.
Yeah, the mohair kind of.
I know it's sort of all of a sudden you're like,
Yeah.
So, but that's that. That's pretty much what I've been up to for the last 2 weeks, and Margaret as well. So.
Yeah.
But we managed. There's a new shop opening, or that just opened in.
Just had its sort of official grand opening. I think it has been open for a little
Yeah,
bit.
it opened on Tuesday.
But it
this
opened,
week.
yeah, and it's really close to me, which is nice.
Yes, it's in a place called Pickering Village. We've always called it Pickering Village.
Yeah,
it's part of Ajax, but
yeah, they changed the boundary at some point in because I went to high school in Pickering Village.
like not. She could have walked there from school.
Yeah,
It's that close.
that was that. Like I was bussed into high school because it was far enough. Like it's quite far, but. I went to high school there, and at that time it was still part of Pickering, which is the city I live in.
Yes.
But I guess when Pickering and Ajax were, I don't know if it was for voting or...
I know, who knows?
Or I don't know the reason, but for some reason now Pickering Village is
part
in
of Ajax.
a different city, like the city right next to us.
Yeah.
And anyway... Regardless of that, it's a very old city. Actually,
It
is. It's an old part of
Ontario,
of Pickering in Ontario, and so this shop is it's on Old Kingston Road in Pickering Village, and so we heard about this, and so Sheila and Amanda, the yarn enabler,
I picked her up and we
And
trucked out, picked up
picked
Margaret,
me up,
and then
we went over there
because we had to check it out.
Yep.
And it's not just a yarn shop; it's also a cafe.
I mean, they have like coffee and
coffees
teas.
and teas, and they have a few little
a
sweet
few little
treats.
nibbles, yeah. But they have a really nice selection. They were carrying Sweet Georgia. They carried Fleece Artist. There's a Sugarbush. There's a local Canadian or a local Ajax dyer
called Lake Knit Yarns.
Lake Knit Yarns. They carry her stuff.
This is the name of the shop, Village Lane.
Which is really sweet. Play on.
Lena, or so, we're not sure if it's Lane or...
Yeah, well, that's French for wool, right?
Yeah.
Lan,
yeah. So, but yeah, so that's where we were. It was fabulous. So I bought, if you'd seen Amanda Yarn Enabler, she had the little earrings. She bought those little earrings there, and so she posted that on Instagram.
Yeah.
So her Instagram has the earrings.
Yeah.
She had they had a small little jewelry stand there
but they have
of
really
a local
great
person
notions.
that made the jewelry.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had some really good
They have some
notions.
stuff from Trinkles there,
Yes.
like notions.
Yeah. I got these, which I was looking for these at Waterloo. I also was looking for them at I was also looking for them at the Frolic for these.
Yeah.
And it's just the 3 crochet hooks with the different sizes. Like they give you a 5 mil, a 3 millimeter, and a 4 millimeter. So you've got those 3 sizes for fixing your mistakes.
Handy to have.
Yeah, you can never have enough of these. You can never have enough of these. They seem to carry Chowgu needles, so I bought myself a pair of Chowgu needles, and they are. I got the 2.25 because that's generally what I make my socks in, with the 100 centimeter, because I think I really need to try doing the magic loop again, doing 2 at a time instead of 1 at a time.
Yep.
But this is the yarn that I got. This is from Lake Knit Yarns, and Krista is, she's local in Ajax. And so I got this colorway. It's called Verdant.
Yes.
And I love it. It's like a green with a blue overwash.
Oh my gosh, it's
I saw
gorgeous.
that, and all I thought was cabled socks.
Yeah.
That this would
you know
look
what this makes me
amazing with
think
the
of
cable
is
sock.
like dragon scales or
Yes,
something.
yeah,
It's just,
something like
the
that. It's got that
color
sort of
is-
iridescent, the green with
Yeah.
the blue overwash on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is her loch sock, what she calls it, a loch,
Yes.
loch sock,
Loch, like
Yes.
Loch, the Scottish lochs.
like Loch Ness.
Yes.
And it's 100% blue, superwash blue face Leicester.
Yeah.
So I'm like very
That's perfect for socks.
I'm very excited
Yeah.
to get these. Yeah.
Oh, they're
Like-
good. Whatever you pick, it's
Yes.
going to be stunning.
And it's 427 yards or 400 meters. So that was it. So that is what was new to us this week.
Except we entered an Instagram. We honestly we didn't remember.
We were tagged to enter it by Christina, the cozy knitter.
Yes.
She seems to be our good luck charm.
She's our good luck charm. So anyway, so we were all excited, and because it was Signature Needles was doing this giveaway, and it was a pattern, needles, and some yarn,
and
so
yarn,
we
to make the pattern.
Yeah. So we were like, oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
So we tagged a few other people, of course, as you do, and it turns out we won.
Yeah.
And I was shocked. Anyway, so it arrived the other day. It came very quickly, which was nice. But it came in a box, and so we'll show the yarn first.
The yarn is
Malabrigo, and it's their Ravelry Red is what it's called.
And it's a single ply.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a worsted weight.
Yeah, but it's single. Like you can see, it's
that's true.
single.
It's not twisted or anything.
Yeah, no, it's
so
a single.
Ravelry Red, and it's worsted. It's really nice and soft.
It is. It's
oh my gosh, it's
extremely
lovely.
soft and squishy. Is it 100% merino?
Kettle dyed pure merino wool.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yes.
So it came with that.
And then the pattern.
The pattern is the Eric Cowl by Kay Litton.
And it came covered.
And it came in this nice plastic sheet, which is awesome.
Yes.
So that's that. So it looks like it was designed for a man, but
it was
it's
designed for her husband. I think she said her husband or her son.
Yeah. So I think it's anyway. It's a nice pattern. Looking forward to making making it, and it also came with these
the needles.
Yeah. So they're 5 millimeter or 8, I think.
American US 8.
Yeah, and it's a 5-inch needle length with a 40-inch overall length.
Yeah.
But look how beautiful these needles are.
Yeah.
And you know what I love is like there's no memory in that.
No, it straightens out.
It straightens out.
Like it rarely has a curl. If you were to like just clip them up and just let them that way, you would have a nice. It would definitely straighten out.
Yeah.
And what little curl is in? It's like very little curl.
Yeah, and it's
They're the stiletto.
Yeah, look how beautiful that is.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah. So anyway.
So yeah.
Totally lucky, and it's so funny because that's what I was saying. I think Christina is our lucky charm because she tagged us.
What she told us about
last year about the fringe supply.
That was 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah. So
about the fringe supply bag, they
were having a giveaway of like 5 of their items.
They had
their items.
They
and
had
choices,
and
you
got they had clusters of items.
Yes.
Right. And they said tag the one that you want, sort of thing. So we decided.
She came in on knit night and she said, "Yeah, they've got this giveaway
and it's tomorrow,
and it ends at midnight."
Yeah.
So all
so
of us
we're all going and we're all
and
getting on there, and then we won.
So I think if
she's actually going, "You won." She texted us in the morning. You won. You won.
Yeah.
Like, what? So yes, I think we need to do this.
Anytime she tags us,
we're going for it now on. So too funny.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Yeah.
But pretty much that is it.
Yeah.
We're hoping to record one more time before I go away because I leave in approximately 2 weeks to head down to Florida, weather depending.
Yeah.
We have our Apple Fest that weekend that we're supposed to be leaving, and
usually you like to go to
I
that.
love the Apple Fest, and ours is the last one in Ontario.
Oh, okay.
So that sort of makes it extra special. But if the weather's going to be crappy and rainy, I don't want to go because it's no fun.
Yeah, the one time
really
I
isn't as
went,
enjoyable.
it was rainy.
Yeah, but
It
the food's good. They do one of the local schools does apple fritters.
Oh.
And actually, they're just basically dough-covered apple rings, like
I don't
thick
care.
apple
They
thick
just sound
apple
good.
wedges, and they dip them in dough,
Yeah.
and then they deep fry them, and they put them in like a cinnamon sugar. They're so good.
Yeah.
But this is one of the ways that they use for the
Fundraising.
So, and there's always a lineup of minimum 20 people in the lineup. Anytime you go by, sometimes the lineup's like 50 people long.
Wow.
And they only allow you to buy so many at a time, too.
Yeah.
So, and you get 3
Some
in a
for
bag.
everyone,
You only get 3 in a bag, right?
Yep.
So that's fine. But it's their fundraising thing, but I have to get them all the time when I'm there. But if the weather's going to be rainy and overcast and just not, we're leaving that day.
Yeah.
But and also depending on hurricanes, because we're at the end of hurricane season. So if there's going to be a hurricane, we're just like, well, maybe
you
just
can
delay
wait,
and do a little slowdown and take your time.
Yeah.
So, but we're excited though. This is going to be an interesting trip this time. We're going for 6 weeks.
That'll be so
We've never been
nice.
down we've only been down for a month at a time. We've never been down for 6 weeks. And we get down there, we've got about a week on our own, and then my middle son is coming with the family.
His family.
So the kids are finally starting to get there. They get to come down and they remember it because this is the same park that I took my kids to because our parents had a place down there.
Yeah.
And I used to take my kids down there for about 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
Until they sold the place, and they remember it. And it has changed a lot, but there's still so much that's the same.
Yes.
And they loved it down there. Absolutely loved it. So now they're excited they can now bring their children down.
Yeah.
So it's just, and now we're excited to have them down there because it's like come full circle.
Yeah.
So it's so neat. And then they go home, and about 4 days later, my oldest son comes down with his wife and dog.
Yeah.
So, and they're down for a week or so, but we get left with Lucy for a couple of days because they're going to go up to Orlando.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And they're going to go to Disney because they have to see the new Star Wars.
Oh, right. Yes,
area.
Yes.
That's what they're doing this time. So it's like, okay, fine. So, but so we're just so excited to have.
That's going to be a fun time.
Oh,
now.
we're just.
That's really nice.
It's going to be exhausting.
It will be exhausting, but you've got a few weeks on your own as well.
Oh yeah,
right?
once they're done, that's like 3.5 weeks worth of visits. We'll have about 3 weeks on our own. So it's like,
yeah. But it's going to be awesome.
But we're so excited. Yeah. We're just so excited. Yeah. It's just going to be so much fun.
because you knew, like when you got the place.
That was one of the reasons was for them to all come down, because we have such great memories of having them down there with us when we had the little ones.
Yes.
And now they have little ones that they get to have them. So hopefully one of these days my youngest can come with his family as well, because it's so exciting.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I think that's pretty much it. We don't have anything coming up that we're aware of.
No, I don't think so.
No. Unless something just happens.
Yeah.
That pops up, that'll be it. Yeah. And, but that's it. So we will see you hopefully in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So, and things are heading on their way because my husband's got breakfast.
Yes, and we're so excited.
Yes, that was that 1 minute that came in
a little while ago. Yeah. So it's time for us to go eat. So enjoy your day, and thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, we do appreciate it, everybody, and give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new and you saw something you liked. So anyways, bye for now.
Bye.